Alrighty, we are diving into a brand new game. I have our friends with Twitch on with us, and they're saying hello to all of you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm super stoked to be bringing this to you. This game was gifted to me by a really dear friend. So, Captain, if you're watching this, thank you. I'm excited. I played the demo. And I had an absolute blast. I was swooning over all of the characters. I loved the art and the dialogue, and it was just absolutely great. So I'm stoked to do this. I'm just double checking. Wait, hold on. Okay. So I'm really stoked to be playing this game. So we are going to dive in. I think I'm going to go she, her. YouTube, you are great and wonderful.
Once upon a time in a world far, far away. In a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia. Not that far away. There was a tavern. My tavern.
I wonder if the voice changes depending on the pronouns you pick.
A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious.
Ugh.
Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
I cannot get over this game. It's so pretty. Look at it. Just look at the ambiance. There's a tentacle coming out of the plant. Like all of and the little details and the sparkles in the air and the jackdaw. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I got a little distracted and I wanted to make sure that we were like listening to the cutscene. Hi Chrome, how's it going? Thank you for the advertisement. I appreciate it. You put wine in the fridge for tomorrow. Ooh, got a sweet wine? Clink the first to get drinks like always. Always. I'm so excited. Okay. So, first we have this character. Hiya, Innkeep, how's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? I forgot that their name was Fable. That's so cute. Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. And then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic, or maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same, oh god, Aramanthine Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. You're tired, as I am. Oh, I bet. You're gonna get food, then kill robots and cattle turn feral. Okay, sounds good. Have fun, Chrome. Enjoy your foods. I love them too. I'm not gonna like super do voices unless you guys really, really want me to. I'll kind of like get into it though because it's me and I have a tendency to slip into some sort of semblance of a character voice. But also please continue to chat. Tell me who your favorite characters are, what you love about them, and we're gonna have a blast and I'm super stoked. Okay. I even got to water the asters. They really didn't need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. I love that. I'm stealing that phrase. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts, walnut, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Okay, I also played this demo like literally months ago, and we all know who I am. I can't remember shit. So I remember this part was in the demo now, but such a fucking line. Okay. Oh. And the music stopped. I love this. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So, what you're saying is you're missing some spice. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me very much, though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. Aww, poor babies. So, a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun? Wow, wow, okay, thank you for that. Have you tried visiting a circus? Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Ooh, we're gonna go with the analogy here. Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater, or a gala, arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Oh my gosh, did you see that cute little, like, eye look? That's so cute. Okay. There it is, it started, the wide eye, yep, and then the deadpan. Oh, the animation. Yes, I think that's the point. Ah, I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what if singing is not the telling of a tale? How could I sing of things I never lived through anything? Oh, they want to be a bard! They're a druid that wants to be a bard. Amaranth is a group of reddish-purple herbs that was also the name of a flower in poetry that never withers or fades. Interesting. I didn't actually know the history of it. It's funny because that name is also in a couple other books I've read. What do you mean? Well, day in and out, I lived the same green soup of routines. Did the bird just poop? Did something just fall from this bird? Keep your eye on it. I think I saw it poop. Multi-class fable! I know! You need a multi-class, dear. You being a druid is not doing much. Although I don't even know that you're a druid. Nerd. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out of here and see something. Like, for example, listen to the song I started writing. Oh, look at that little plush. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. Ooh. That sounds like a good song opening to me. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. Oh, look at the little tears. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. Oh, look at that! Elf, age 110, they, them. Okay, cool. So I was right. I usually try to default to they, them until I, like, know. They're a ranger! I was wrong. I'm sorry. Ashen Grove background, neutral good. Arcana the Hanged Man. What does that mean? Do they have the Arcana? Isn't that a tarot card? Fable Verafina is a ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They're a sweet and gentle soul and a regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything really, mood. Their nut allergy probably doesn't help either. Rumors, quests, log. Okay. Recipes. Ooh, I think we're gonna get into that. Ingredients, stats. Oh, cute! They're just the D&D stats. I remember that now. Oh, they're kind of different. There's only 5. So strength, charisma. Who needs tactics when you can use brute force? Charisma, dexterity, intelligence, wits, mental defenses, learning capabilities, and ability to apply knowledge. So they kind of put wisdom and intelligence together, and then defense is like, I guess, con. Interesting. Oh, and then there's a oh, guys, I found lore. Guys, I found lore. Okay, before we read all of the lore, I should maybe wait and discover lore as it comes rather than reading it all. Okay, I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual. Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Aww. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Mood! Why is that a mood? Both? Oh, I love them so much. Upright means surrender, letting go, a new perspective. Downwards, it means stalling, indecision, and resistance. That's cute! Oh, I love that. So right now they're in their downward magic stage. But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, let's do a tutorial. Really? Oh, they look so surprised. Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Okay. Welcome to my drink mixing. Ah! I forgot about Andu! Look at him! Look at his cute little face! So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu! Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm not sure what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I'd like to mix to match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with a sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for another reason, I simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with magical details. I want to know the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay. So the order is a swift strike. So it's gonna be 3 dexterity, 1, 2, 3, 1 like intelligence, and 1 defense. Okay, and then let's go look at Ignis enhances strength, Cantino is charisma, Pluma is dexterity, Tempest is going to be our intelligence, And Frugus is going to be our toughness. I may end up buying an actual deck. Oh, that's funny. Oh, you do? That's cool. Between them, you've had to look into it. Solid. They line up with the stats on the right? Yeah, I know. I was just reading them out loud and like appreciating how pretty they are. Also, hi Dragon, how's it going? Oh, it also lights up over. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is the intelligence one. Thank you. Oh, and look at Andu puts out a little sign. Just chilling after a slow day at work here. Glad it's slow to your legs being trash after dance last night. Nice. Oh, cute. So you just like make the ingredients and then it does all of the garnish and the cute thing. It does actually teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. Got a really good compliment from the guy. Ooh, nice. What style does he teach and what was the compliment? That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm.
Quack, quack, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits and that hilariousness. Eternoise, hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? Automod did hit the blurb. That was pretty funny. I think it was the quack quack mofo. For some reason, the whole part of it. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'll be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Never mind. You're well, I'm happy to hear that. I'm doing pretty well. I had a pretty decent day, and it's hot, but we're doing good. So I'm happy to hear that you're doing well. I'm so excited to play this game, though. It's definitely, like, everything I wanted. Oh, nice! That's what you were talking about earlier. That's gonna be fun on the 19th. Nice. Never mind. Oh! Hello? How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma can't hurt. Sure, whatever. They're kind of cute. Hold on. Aw, it doesn't say. Sweet and sparkling taste of spoken heart will bring your deepest fears bubbling to the feelings. Whoops. Bubbling to the surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonder in boosting your persuasive abilities. Charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. Damn. Okay, so it's gonna be 3 charisma, 1 strength, and 1 defense. Kind of cute. Yes, you are. Aw, that was cute. Got milk, right? That's kind of what's happening. Oh, that was Capiora. He's the one who was going to be getting you introduced to the community, though. Nice. Okay, that makes more sense. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is strength. Perfect. This is defense. Spoken heart. Ding! I love them with this fruit Also, can we just appreciate the tentacle hanging out of the plant? Like, what the fuck? This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Ooh, a banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon. Wailing song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully I heard hyperbole. Okay. Yeah, fucking edgelord is right. And I love it. Just from what you remember of the characters you've seen with that read. Interesting. Forgot JoJo's also helped with tarot thing. Oh, okay. I also have not seen JoJo. Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says dreams are a fool's errand. That I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we were meant to do. Is that what you want to do? Yes. No. Not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that will make other people yearn for the same freedom. Oh, look at their little face talking about their dreams. Of course, I can never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if... It's wrong to leave, though. What if destiny was never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Aw, that little smile. Hello? Hold on, I wanna look at this. Oh, it's quests. We don't have any quests yet. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Thank you. I'm glad we were all on the same page. Ooh, what voice should I do for her? Should I give her my Futhark voice? Vibes, right? She's kind of hot. A little bit, just a little. How a persona confidant system works? Oh, okay. Somewhere between Futhark and Praxi. I don't do a voice for Praxi. Do I? Got me questioning my entire, like, D&D existence. Praxi's kind of just like my voice. Okay. More her demeanor. Got it. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep. Last time I checked. Humph. With whom do I have this pleasure? The name's Carolyn? Carolyn? Is this Fantasy Carolyn? It's just my grandma's name. I kind of like it. She looks really sweet. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? Are connected to a tarot card. Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that, Chrome. Care Bear. You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No. No quest for me. But I may have one for you. or your notice board? Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tavern. Hold on. Are we in here? I think we're in the Northern Republic. Yeah, Ashen Grove. It's the largest forest in the entire continent. It's a magical forest with a mysterious fog that shrouds the woods as soon as the sun vanishes from the horizon. No one really knows why said fog calls the Ashen Grove home. Many attribute it to the sylvan spirits and the veil of the spirit realm being especially thin at night. A clan of elves watches over the Ashen Grove, each of them guarding a certain part of the forest. Since they know the forest intimately, they also ensure no one has to walk through it alone. The shore on the west of the forest is called the Quag Mangrove, a dangerous place even to most elves avoid. Rumor has it some gruesome, brutal beasts live there. Oh, that's cool. You meet them face down. Well, that also talks about growth, too. I love that. Trarigian. A unique charm to it with expansive fields of wheat that sway in the gentle breeze all around the town. The fields yield so much harvest that some of it is exported to the cities beyond, even up to the capital. Its pumpkins are quite popular too. In addition to various plants, there's abundance of farm animals around like sheep, cows, and chickens. Amidst the idyllic serenity, the entire town looks optimistically to a future, knowing they can overcome any and all problems that might head their way. Oh, hi, Sarah! Hello, it's so good to see you! Welcome on in, my dear. How are things going? I hope you are doing well. Hi, Jacko. It's good to see you. Hello, hello, Sarah. Hi, Europe. It's so good to see you again. How are things? Oh, you were playing Nier? Ooh, how was that? How are things there? I know that pretty much my knowledge of Nier is that it's really pretty and that the music's good and there's hot characters. That's all I know. Well, we rated a queen. I mean, you should, considering you came from a queen. Oh my gosh. How's my day been? It's been pretty good. It's hot as balls here, but we're doing good. I was so excited to play this game, so I've been stoked. You love it so much. I'm happy to hear that. Yes. Okay, cool. Good to know I got the game down. Near a tomato. No, you. Aw, this game looks insane. It's so cute. It's absolutely so cute. So if you have a chance to play it, try the demo first, but the art is beautiful and it's like a fun little cozy game. Sarah's in fact a queen and I'm happy to call her my dad. A+. A+. Okay. Look at the mommy character we just met. And for those who are hanging out in my chat, please give Sarah a follow. She's an absolutely amazing gem of a human being. Pretty please and thank you. And for those who are coming in from Sarah's chat, welcome. You are loved. If you don't know me, my name is Zari. I am a variety streamer. Right now we're doing some cozy vibes. I do a lot of D&D, a lot of horror content. We're playing through Resident Evil 5, as well as some co-working stuff. So always happy to have friends of Sarah's here. And if you guys need to raid and run, please do so. Make sure to stand up, get some food, get some water, and all of that stuff. So take care of yourselves. Pretty please and thank you. And yeah, that's what I got. That's my right.
Start the game already!
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just doing my ramble. No, I'm just kidding. Memes only. No, you're good, Chrome. Thank you for the 100 bits. Okay. Heard of a werewolf making up trouble for Trarigian. Oh no, this is gonna be an entire game of Zari failing to pronounce fantasy names. Trarigian. We're going with it. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf. That's news to me. Ooh. Listen, me too. I mean, also fair. I too wanted to see Carolyn again. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Arrowvin. Where? Oh, hold on. I need to see where this is. South? It's located in the foothills before the imposing mountain range Rythodus. Its architecture gives off a rustic charm. The city's big enough to stretch all the way down to the bay, which is a big visual contrast to the hills and rocks further up in the southern mountains. The town's vibe is in keeping with the rest of the land. Its markets are adorned with local crafts, taverns full of laughters and tales of adventure, and streets bustling with the energy of those who call their land home. There are rumors that Arrowbin might sit upon an area with unusual magic energies, leading to the belief that many creatures are naturally attracted to it, such as werewolves and fairies. Cute! Yes, you shall return. Okay, sounds good, Jacko. Take your break, take your time. We will see when you are back. That you said Arrowbin, you were like, what? Nope. Nope. Okay. Hold on, did that say Barovia? Oh, Boreas. That is very different from Barovia. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up, like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. That's funny. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? I think so. Nah, just split society in two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. A+ reference. Which one are you, Inkeep? I mean, not gonna lie, Mommy looks a little bit like a werewolf. And, I never read the books. I never picked a side. But I kind of more thought myself always as a vampire, and so I was always team werewolf because I'm an enemies to lovers stan. So. And a fluffy cuddler. I never gave a shit. True. Fair. Is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Are you flirting with me, man? Are you flirting with me? Yes. That's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time, at least twice a day. Oh, she got a little angry. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Look at her little claws in the thing. That's such a cool detail. Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying the fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Ogla. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, the hag had it coming. Never fallen behind your grooming schedule before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that southern werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get in a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. On any dog, trust me. Ooh. Interesting. Good to know. Thanks, Care, Lynn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. I'm gonna call her by her full name. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just the Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Oh! Playing hard to get, I see. Oh, Innkeep! Then before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. Yes, Mommy. Whatever you say. Oh. Offense and defense. That one doesn't have any strength. Okay, so this is it. She was a little intimidating, not gonna lie. Oh, did I accidentally get 2 in here? I did! Take it, Andu! What a good boy. Aww. You're an uncle, apparently. I mean, he is an uncle now, in multiple regards. You don't have to dump the whole thing. Oh, that's a good point. I just really wanted to feed Andu. A drink with 0 water, as requested. You pour from a bottle directly into Andu. Oh, did I skip it? Where will you head from here? Oh. Perhaps back through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking till I do, will ya? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her and make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead? It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just gonna open wounds you stapled shut, or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Damn, that's a good line. Write that down. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors from me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups, but sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. You hear a good line, toss you another. It's the good memories that stay with you and get people through their struggles, but also the mistakes you make along the way that haunt you forever. Ooh, that is a good line. That's a really good line. Is that from Persona? Okay, so next time I get the chance to make a drink, I will try to feed Andu, because that sounds hilarious. Okay, fine. I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. Yes, it's like I know you. This is where I sort the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. Think the next best step would be matching snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Carolyn. Put it in my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. There we go. Werewolves on Detours. A recent Vutikin passed by the Wayfarer's Inn reporting a werewolf making their way up to Tresserin from Erwin. Tarragon. Tergarin. From Erova. Vukakin. Oh god, this is just a mess. Me mispronouncing shit. Okay. They pose as a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently the werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save them from the werewolf mayhem? Okay. We closed for the night. Look at us go. Oh my gosh, look at the little dragon. Prelude to Bravery. I love this. This is so cute, guys. Look at how cute this is. Oh. Okay. Persona nerd be nerding. As you should. Good morning, Fable. Okay, hold on. She, her, Beast Slayer. She's from Arova. Chaotic Good. The Chariot. Ooh. Nick, lay it on me. What's the Chariot? Carolyn is a strong and fearless beast slayer with a taste for strong drinks, big swords, and even bigger muscles. She despises small talk in any way and form, and understandably for her, keeps their distance from werewolves. Wouldn't like to be mistaken for one another. Okay. We have a couple more rumors that we have not turned to quests yet. What's this? Oh, this is the quest. Okay, interesting. Chariot makes so much sense. Lay it on me! All the main bits of your Oberon costume will begin here Saturday! Nice! That is exciting! Okay, Fable. What do you have there, Fable? Upright. Control, willpower, and determination. Ooh. Downward. Self-discipline, opposition, lack of direction. Oh! That is good! That's so good! Ooh, I like that. I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tarragon. Tragarin. We need to figure out how I'm going to pronounce this and just stick to one pronunciation. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe the hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain. Woods even. Preferably one who's good with a bow. Nick lays out the lore card itself, and I'm here to second voice on the accuracy. I'm here for it. I'm here for it, too. One who tells me they want the quest. Ah, I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. Yeah, I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe. Tragarin. I need a cheat sheet for this game. I don't want to start a cheat sheet. I will lose it. Tragarin. Thank you. No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near the forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human, but you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. Thank you, Chrome, for pinning it for my ease. Chariot can swap control of monsters. If to use it, heads a coin flip. Ooh, interesting. And then, I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? And then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if I try to shoot it with my silver arrow? I miss and I shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. Why is this character literally the epitome of my anxiety? I love them so much. That took a quick turn. Try to find someone to be your Titania. Ooh, that would be fun. Take a date. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable. Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I! Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime, a frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime? Bones. You sell bones? Also, look at my little tentacle guys like chilling over there right now. Only to slimes. Ah. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. 3 and 5 both have been sports related, going from slightly depressed to overwhelmed to determined and outgoing. Oh, interesting. Aww, I love that. That does fit. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic, Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, I start to think more deeply about what might happen, and all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have a history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light and the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Morgan incident, or my first encounter with the Amaranthian Hydra, or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Aww. Oh no. As a ranger, is it appropriate to say they become a deer in the headlights, frozen in fear? Beautiful. A+. 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 Deer in the headlights. Love it. Why do I relate to Ranger? Right? Ooh. Ooh. Guys, anyone? I'm kind of leaning towards the last one, but I'll give you guys a second. And while I'm giving you guys a second, I'm going to turn my light off. Oh, I'm sore. Because we got to that part of the night. Self-depreciation on 3. You're betting on it. Okay. So you kind of want to see that one. You also got 8 minutes left in Gamer. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, let's do this. Because I'm unlucky! I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's only one nail sticking in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it. For me, I get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had been just once. Seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Okay, sounds good, Crow. A wolf shifter bard who uses mirror image for barbershop quartet. That's funny. That's funny. What is it? Lay it on me. Lay on the punchline. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers, and the daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confused them with their evil twin, the Weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying and I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry. That sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. Is it better trying to imagine which would be better for Titania based around your Oberon? Do you think it would be better for them to be green gold with brass or kind of the goldish orange of your tie? I think it would depend on the person wearing it and their complexion, personally. So I think you could go either, but it would just really depend on the person. Nothing, just a harmonizing, a woo's leading into for the longest time. A woo for the longest stick. God damn. I'm so silly sometimes. Oh, we can get all of them? Yes. Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon. Hold on. There's nothing about Avalon on here. I'm mad. I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought home some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it had fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra, and I had the whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat, but it was so tall and intimidating that I forgot all about what I wanted to say, so I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are sturdy as gilded ice. Some things are changing as the Leviathan sea. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love tea." Huh. Interesting. The Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't even figure out the answer, so I just left and tried to solve the riddle for 3 days, and I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again and let it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back and apologized and begged for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Would halves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. I suppose you have a point. And the Mari Morgan incident. Yes, the Mari Morgan incident. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Do we really have to talk about that? Only if you want to. Alright, but just because it's you. An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits it gets fairly foggy at night, and the fog bears too great a danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So, they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tregarin recommended me. Secret helmet came in useful. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure, yay! And no riddles to get confused about either. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers. One stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. Be right back, grabbing a drink. Take your time! I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared. But my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing my ears and I felt dizzy. Aw, baby was having a panic attack. Oh. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take, past the riverbanks of the Shiver Mare, home to the Mari Morgan. You know the Mari Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end... Ooh. Hold on. Okay, I was just curious if they like had those specific spots. And in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughing stock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? Aww! You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like, on a quest? I'm not a ranger, am I? No, I think you're just anxious. I don't think you're a ranger. I think you just resonate with this character because you, like them, believe that everything horrible happens to you and you fuck up everything when you don't. For example, don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that'll change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they've got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? Why does this make me want to sing Sondheim? But what if I don't? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's the perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real fast. That's the spirit. Okay. I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers, and I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes. Good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? I mean, I'm not wrong. Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. Guys, I have a choice here. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Ooh.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend.
Hi, Nick. What drink did you get? Thank you for the 100 bits. Ooh, make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. Could change the entire outcome of the quest. But, of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Okay, guys. Do we want to... It just never stops. It just keeps going. Look at his little tail. Just look at him. Look at his little tail. Okay. Okay. The brownie's so much. Hold on, hold on. Look at my boy. Okay, do we want to? You know what? I think Fable always gets the Swift Strike. I think that we should make them try something new and go for charisma. I think that this is gonna make a difference. This is gonna play into the fate of this quest here, and I think that we should make them jump out of their comfort zone. That's my vote. If anyone's super opposed and wants to see the dexterity route, speak now or forever hold your peace. Yes, Dragon, please send pictures. I would be so excited to see that. Just water your 30 ounces away from your daily quota. I was good. I hit my quota like 3 hours ago. But good job drinking your water. You were right. What were you right? Oh, Andu. Yep. 5 people mind you can ask. Do it. Do it. If you kill them, it's not on me. Fine. I guess it's my choice. You can easily hit it just at a really busy work day. Yeah, I get that. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Farming. No, wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There's a lot of farmers in Tregarin. Like the pointed look over at my pinned comment. What if you try overloading a stat since chart axes at 3? It said not to experiment. And I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I hope they don't have to fight anyone. I'd be curious to try. We'll try it next time. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think the drink gave me the courage I need to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your word helped me yesterday, and how I have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking this quest, so... I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess a natural magic properties. If you plant them right in the soil, they can be grown into a fire resistant. A consumption can pass on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they might go well in your drinks. They will. Thank you for your gift, Fable. That's very thoughtful of you. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at all of them together later. Oh, of course. I'm glad you liked them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. I hope Fable will be alright. That was so exciting, guys! Ooh. So we have 2 infos on a Chimera. I'm assuming these 2 kind of go together. Do we need 3? I think we need 3 rumors. I wonder what their path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Oh! Hello. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? The spoken one heart tasted fine. Thank you. Okay. So you said try overloading it. It doesn't really do anything. Ding. So maxing it out doesn't really do much. Spoken Heart, just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming! Alrighty then. Okay. Before we dive into this, I do need to pee very quickly. So we're going to take a super quick break. Everybody, if you have not had a chance to stand up and get more water, please do so. And we will be back in just a couple of moments. Alrighty, my dears, we are back and about to dive into this situation. Already putting up the list. Don't know about the redhead, but the vamp looks like the fool. Ooh, I'm intrigued. Ups, beginnings, innocence, free spirit. Downs, holding back, reckless, risk taker. Okay, well, let's find out, because I think we're gonna get some names here. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Not another one of those empty blabblers. I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems like they've given ye some more dialogue options than most, but that don't convince me just yet. To just break the fourth wall? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Wouldn't surprise me if there's actually a brain inside that skull. Wow. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree, you look much more delicious than they usually do. Ah! Look at those cute face animations! Thank you. Though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. I love this vampire. Just by the hand gestures. Me too. Me too. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. Oh, don't cry. I see. That thing in your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? My cape. Your cape? All vampires are raging bisexuals. Just look at Strahd. I mean, is this why I said I identify as a vampire? The green fellow on his shoulder is news, or what's left of it. And the rest of it on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you a drink in exchange for the story in your names? Yes, I love stories! Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I am Sir Alphonse Louis Frederick Duquette Dusang. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red's my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Likes to read poetry to pass the time, burns in the sun. I feel like I'm being called out here. Kyle. Age, he, him. Ardu, where? Chaotic, neutral, the fool! Nick, you were right! Nick, you were right! How did you know? I'm amazed. I meant more Zari. Red wine is close enough to blood. Okay, so it says strength, so I'm gonna assume the Southern Brawler gave bubbling idiot energy. You know, fair. Was it the, like, face? You can't make it, but it's cute. Persona Fool is an interesting character you know nothing of in both games. Interesting. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite. No. Oh, fuck. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Ray of Frost Grip. I love the music changes happening. Nice to meet. Yeah, skip. Just serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough like a mountain or caves of herbs. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. The Southern Brawler cup has a very Hades feel to it. Interesting. I don't think I've made this one yet. Just realized you assigned one to Praxi, one to Anne's. Sigh, do I have to do the rest? Yes. Yes, you do. This is one strength and one charisma. What's her card? Ooh, yes, let's look. Rhea. She, her, blacksmith, she's from lawful neutral, arcana the world. What's the world? The worldo. Maybe a commission coming if you do. Ooh. Lay it on me. Tell me what the world is. Taste of Earn. Just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. Completion, accomplishment, travel, down, personal closure, shortcuts, delays. Interesting. Interesting. I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about the ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me, deep in the mountains of Dolmer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by me side. There I was, minding me own business. Digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein and deem myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. I said big old pile of gold. Yep. Then suddenly a big ooze comes along and... I'm sorry, what? What? Oh. I understand. Thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we can go looking for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills ye? Oh, it's JoJo's. Okay, got it. Oh, right. Rumor unlocked. Lost and found. Quirky vampire is looking for his cape. He seems a bit confused. Wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. How? Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when the ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took me shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So did you dig out your gold? Silly fool! Food, she dug me! And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh yes, a big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Barovia. I said Barovia. We made the joke. We made the joke. Ardu, where? Okay, interesting. And perhaps it can get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. We did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was this deal again? I get you to Barovia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chest, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their capes. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? No wardrobe! Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land. What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put it on a quest for you, but we'd need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Barovia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. To show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampire Countess Evelyn residing in the Marrow Castle. That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? I love the stupid S's on it. That's so funny. Hermit for Varlin up. Soul-searching, introspective, and inner guidance. Down isolation, loneliness, and withdrawal. Ooh, that's good. What about, isn't there a mage one? I'm just curious what that one is. Ugh, of course not. I hate her, every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape! Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast. Her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn. How could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough. She just Zuko'd him. She just Zuko'd him. She just... That's rough, buddy. These game devs writing Rhea really went... We're going to play... The, like, Rhea is straight up the, gamer boy playing a girl dwarf who just wants to hit shit and wants to click all the buttons really, really fast on the innkeeper and is really annoyed by this quest, this, escorting quest. And I love that for her. I love that for her so much. Manipulation, interesting. I feel like the hermit fits a little bit better, but I'm intrigued by the magician. Oh, Zahara? Zahara might be the magician. Ooh, I like that. Perhaps. Innkeeper, that's your name, right? No. Oh, my deepest apologies. What is it then? I don't think it's time for that yet. Names are valuable currency after all. For some types, indeed. Are we Fae? I think we're Fae. You mustn't be so mysterious to a new friend. All my friends call me Innkeeper. In that case, I shall not disrespect your wishes. Well then, Innkeeper, do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, in the towers of the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of darkness, temptress of men, flamenco champion of 1467. I'm sorry, what? That right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. Be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think we got everything we need. I'll write up the quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. Ans isn't the fool, but Nick is. Wow! Not another cursed monologue. And keep quickly. Another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Alrighty. I love this game so much. It definitely is going really slow compared to when I played the demo, but that's also because I'm reading everything out loud, and I'm like a stupid fast reader. So I read everything in my head, it's like really easy. Positively fun, success down, inner child, overly optimistic. Ooh, that fits so well. I love that. Can I write the quest up? Okay, maybe not. let me try. You got this right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I'm consumed with the thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ye. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. Look at the little guy. He's just a little guy. Just a little beat. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons. Could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right, innkeeper. Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh, that reminds me. My aunt Mathilda used to harness the powers of Chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? Thing, beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia and eat people for breakfast. Would like each of you want to the design and the actual cardboarder? That would be intriguing. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Mine would probably be some sort of upside down. It would be Paraxi with like a sword, and right side up I think it would be something like really dark with like ink pouring from her. You're gonna want, and the border can be roses. Absolutely. I would love to incorporate roses. I love that as thematically. And I don't even know the full context. I think that's perfect. He needs, what's that store? Pretty much. How am I saying chimera wrong? I didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked for a sample of its saliva. Sephora. Oh. That would be funny. Oh yeah, I know that Terra are 180 degrees. Chimera. Oh. It's fine. I'm just saying it wrong. I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it from me then? No. Oh. What? What are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal? Oh, nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'll be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. Yeah, it was probably a word that's only been read up until this point. Or I've forgotten. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk amongst the mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? Copy and paste NPC talk, whatever that means. Caught herself a lost vampire while digging for gold. She's now stuck with him. Ooh. Maybe a tad bit too much. Intriguing. We could incorporate them. That'd be interesting. As soon as the fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say and keep. While we wait for someone to do his work for him. Do you have a room or two? Possibly a room without sunlight? Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe become a real girl one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. I love them. Hey there, Evelyn. On a midsummer morning, a senile vampire came to look for the Cape of Invisibility at Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at the wedding where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of Witch Wraith's Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the lost cape, but beware, she might be invisible. Look at the art, that's so cool. The phrase tasty creature is intriguing. I kind of like it. The implications are cute. Until sunrise. Deep in the Quagman Grove resides the wyvern Chimera. Its scales and claws are valuable treasure to any alchemist, but its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the Chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? The Emperor. Up. Authority establishment structure. Down. Domination. Excessive control. Intriguing. She needs to get off the peak safely, right? Poor girl. 3. New friends and former enemies. I'm sorry. Who? I don't know about you guys, but I'm really enjoying this game. I'm having a great time. My ship of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fey crystals and frozen pine cones. With Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. I'm intrigued. So, innkeep. A drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Carolyn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? How could you look at that face? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. Ooh! Was the werewolf one of her family? Maybe it was her uncle. Guys, I'm so glad we gave them the charisma instead of the dexterity. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. Was Fable the Steve Harvey in the Family Feud? I don't know, man. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died. No. Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? Up, sudden change, chaos. Down, personal change. Who is that? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot? I think she's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did, kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Carolyn. I didn't. Was there by chance. They were both stealing the sheep. Was not. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on the half-crescent dreaming moon of the quest fable. Right, the quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregarin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness and I am no owl. thank God, you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you would do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Fable! Are you getting playful? Look at you. I feel like it could also be the sun, but then I feel like the need to make the ivy the moon, which doesn't seem to fit. Up, illusion, fear, anxiety. Down, release, fear, repressed emotion. Yeah, I don't think that fits ivy. I've changed my hairstyle 3 times this stream. Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. Ivy's the high priestess. Ooh, that sounds right. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I stepped closer and saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in the right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. Aw, that's so good, instead of shooting her. Oh, yep, that's Ivy right there. I thought I might confuse her. Maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, all right. Who the heck sees a werewolf and first thing they do is greet them? Are you calling me thirsty? Because do you not see this character? Because yes. She seems upwards a lot more than the rest of us then. Yeah, it would make sense. I mean, she's kind of come through and into her own a lot more than a lot of the rest of the characters. A polite person. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't a werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a what? So then the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked why. And I said, well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice. And she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you, a guard?" In this domain, at least. Yeah? I was about to introduce myself when we heard the blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole in the fabric of reality and then pieced it together with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And I made my blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared at the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes, gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws, he looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the werewolf's flannel rags. They're a blue checkered and had an even print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon used to wear. That old... Hey, why can't I say that? I'm sorry. They bleep out swear words in this game? That's fantastic. Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was coping about it by joking. Praxis strength instead. Up courage, persuasion, compassion. Down self-doubt, low energy, raw emotion. Ooh. What was the other one you were considering? She might be. That 110%. Like the up is what I project her to be by the end. Spells out asshole. It does a little bit. I also love that it's a thunderclap. Yeah, I see her more strength. I think that fits a lot better. Cause the self-doubt is real. I mean, it really is. And she kind of raw emotions it, hence the rage aspect. So I think that fits way better. Good job, Nick. Because of the feud, yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant, fought a lot with Uncle Feder. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left, ran away without a word, left us and Uncle Feder behind, worried, senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever found him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was to get those problems as far away from everyone else as possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I couldn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. Oh, look at her little smile. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would never have done that, of course. But they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. And if they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. 'Twas. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? Oh, that's... You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? The devil, up, shadow, self-attachment, addiction, down, exploring dark thoughts, detachment. I liked the other one, I think, a little bit better. Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the miscommunication. Feud. The feud, sure. And turns out, after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If I had known we would have helped him best we could, at the very least would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things or Vukakin things, so to speak. Hope, faith, purpose, renewal. Ooh! I like that for Rudy. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. That silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that? The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Feder and the rest, but it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Oh, look at her little smile. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with the cure he barely can control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he had done. Mind posting those last two in the group so I can send the specific cards and descriptions to the artist? Do it, do it, do it. I love that Dragon's like, this is a commission now, it's happening. But he has to accept that he's different now and learn how to live again. Aww. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near a settlement, a small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught us about the phases of the 7 moons and the secret of the moon signs. Don't have Straw and Barovia on the list yet? Do it. It sounds like a bunch of... It is kind of look like asshole. That would be cute. I would love that. It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dagan to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. Did I say it right that time? That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending. Rather a beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one. Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together. Got offered to spend a day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Alfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. They started crafting something about with the werewolves. Said something about it being for you and keep. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. Are we getting a present? Aww. Wasn't that hard, was it? Well. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Carolyn? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. Make my usual. Strength never gets old. I didn't even put the recipe on the board. I just was like going for it. Surprise. Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that'll calm me down? Even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses? I'd had a stressful day, night, morning sequence of events. That's how you tend bar, you learn the drinks over time. Boy, howdy do you. And actually, I used to bartend. I bartended every summer for a couple of years. So... I could probably still do it in my sleep. Oh, cool. Yeah. So it was at a country club, so it was very, like, lots of martinis and Manhattans and, like, really kind of fancy drinks. It was fun. I got really good at wine. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're gonna pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep? I could sleep anywhere. It's talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you late. Her. Oh, the tears! Aw! Are you heading home, Fable? Yeah, I've been gone a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yeah, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did! It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered you weren't pretending? Aww! That would be cute, Nick. That would be adorable. You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm gonna save the world one day? That's a very tall order. Huh. You're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carolyn first, but I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world, and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. This feels like foreshadowing. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm going to head home now. Red or black roses? Red on the upside, black on the downside. Duh. Both. Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you. I can't wait. Also, any green notes should be more of the, like, tealy, almost turquoise. Because their colors are red, black, and turquoise. See you soon! They don't have their hood up! Look at how cute they are! Good evening to you too. This quest. It wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. Oh dear lord! They're like the staple rogue. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle. Get the cape. I mean... yes. Uh-huh. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. We're getting a name for this character, is what I'm thinking. Zephyr. Air Echo. Ooh, they're like a genasi. He, they. They're rogue. I said it. Background theme is chaotic good. The moon. Lay the moon on me one more time. Some of us, Dragon, are still playing a game over here. I'm just giving you shit. Ooh. Interesting. Up, illusion, fear, anxiety, down, release of fear, repressed emotions. Interesting. That fits this character so well. Look at them. They're so cute. I love the fishnet glove and like the biceps. Nay. Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. Let's read about the castle. Marrow Castle. Marrow Castle is an old, impressive castle atop the rocks of the Witch Rath's Peak, a section of the Rhyolith's mountain range. Its mist-cloaked silhouette gives every adventurer an unsettled feeling, especially in the combination of countless vampiric myths surrounding its doorstep. Rumors tell about a vampiric nobility calling the castle their own, and many attribute the morbid decorations of its surroundings to this mysterious and possibly ancient inhabitant, which we now know. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence, me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has. Once. Had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night? Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask? Sure, yes, would guess she looked pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about the wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up. But all animals steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, a dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place, like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worthy of the coins you pocket. Look at this little blush! I love him! Also, stealing a man cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Or stealing his heart. Look at the, like, blowy cape. Not if he's cursed. Especially then. Point is, you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed. You must live with the consequences. The consequences being you? He's like, I'm Batman! Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I'm one with the shadows of the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? He does have the cape of billowing, and I'm kind of here for it. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Are we asking him to bring us a present back? Oh my gosh. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair. I don't. I love him. I love him. But I mean, I've always kind of had a thing for punk boys. Let's be real. Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious. Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. Wow, innkeeper, you're kind of bad. I'm kind of bad. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then. Did his eyes change color? I trust you to deliver yourself with to her doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadows. Say, what do you trade them for? We need to match his energy. 110%. Oh, right? Right? I love him so much. Secrets. I have many. Grant me one. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before. Just yesterday. You may not remember because you barely noticed me in the shadows. Sir. My lovely dear. I was so stealthy. I spent hours just watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one left. like you thought. They might trip straight into a monster's maw. Okay, it's kind of cute that he's been like watching me from the shadows though, not gonna lie. And like just showed up to get a drink so that we like noticed him. I'm kind of into it. And you're so swift with your hands and fast with the knife. Alright, enough secrets. You may have one of my renowned drinks, and some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I got a fresh shipment today, was finally able to unpack them. Infusions. Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purpose, I think you could benefit from some either fey crystals or a frozen pine cone. Hold on. Frost armor. So they have a bonus to strength and dexterity, but they're negative to bonus to strength and defense, but negative to dexterity. Fey crystals, invisibility, stealth quests as well as hunting. So you avoid the fight entirely. They have a bonus to intelligence, dexterity, but a negative to strength. This is fire resistance. They have a bonus to strength and defense, but a negative to intelligence. Interesting. So I think we should go for Fey crystals. The frozen pinecone have absorbed some of the nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frostberry that would hurt those trying to harm you. The Fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. Would you settle for a lukewarm pinecone? I don't know. I might. That was funny. If consumed, they turn you invisible. Eventually, and for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some Phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful in your situation. Interesting. So what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. No shit! I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Strength I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely, to out-stealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose, so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. Some invisibility would help staying unseen should my speed or agility not be enough. Help me with the decision and keep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? Ooh, do we have him kill her, or do we have him steal? I'm kind of into the steal. I'm kind of into the rogue and steal invisibility vibe. Any opinions, guys? I have to be careful how they interact with the other ingredients. I may alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I mix the correct recipe. Infusion first and then adjust from there. Let's give it a try. I think I'm gonna go dexterity and invisibility. Oh shit. Oh, so it already added that. Interesting. That's weird. Okay. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath. You're funny. That's a good name. May I steal it? You didn't ask for permission before you steal something and keep. Is it bad that the bard in me wanted to go, then let me steal your heart? Would be a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Ha. Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No. Only the absence of it. Honestly, mood, if something doesn't have garlic in it, like a meal, we got a problem. Just a little bit. Hopefully, this will help me evade her. I love the kind of like little Western vibes this character has. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are swift, quiet as the wind, and if she can't see me. Goodbye, Innkeep. I would say pray the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the Realm Keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate, except to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave, or for a good story. Farewell. They're so caught up in their own fantasies of an edgy rogue that they seem to be stuck or brooding like one too. He likes all things dangerous and mysterious. At least he pretends he does. Sorry if you get EP, sorry if you missed a card. Okay, I will let you know, but you have not yet. I love them. Oh my gosh. Or for bitter end. Oh, hello. Hi, Care. Okay, we're on an ad break. I'm gonna take a super quick second and go pee and refill my water. And we're gonna play a little bit and stream a little bit later tonight, so stick around with me. Stretch if you haven't in a while, and we'll see you back in just a moment. Alrighty, we are back, and I accidentally clicked while I was trying to pause. So you missed. Carolyn went to the quest board and came back, and she decided she wants this quest. Sounds good. Thank you, Eternaway. Sleep well, my dear. I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your evening, and you sleep well. Okay. Taking this quest and a drink. Look at her little blush. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep? How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No. Your beds are just too comfortable. It was hard to get up. Of course. My apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? I think I already said that. Make me something strong that'll wake me up and keep me up too. Okay, ma'am. She just wants her usual, which I have memorized. Whoa. There we go. Something strong coming right up? That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Carolyn. No, you shouldn't. Can her usual be my bet? I mean... Same? Please? Mommy? Huh. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. I love her music. We're just in a standoff. I see it as my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It's been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, or drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. Her little ears are so expressive. Please. That too. Well, boring is not what I call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera? Did I say it right this time? For a vampire sunscreen. Couldn't get more reckless than that. It could be by taking Alfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fires don't mix too well. Oh, I should have given her a fire. If everyone did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking. Ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? I guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras still riches all the time, and they're created by guardians to be by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous. I ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing, I'm asking. Ah. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before, and I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one. It seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardians, more about what created it, and maybe a little about the chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. I love her. Aha! Also, when I was little, my Baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creation on her journey. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed to have met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them as well. My sword's one of those. Passed to me just before she... Oh, look at her cute little expression. Everyone please appreciate that. Passed? Left. One day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. The little down ears. Like to think she visited one of her dragons the last time. Your family has a leaving problem. At least she left her savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. The only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with the feline ones, different varieties of scales, and even a cow one, I think, but never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good Baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is your talking too much? So, you like dragons? You know, I'm just saying, if someone flirted with me by going, so, you like dragons? I would probably die just a little bit. It's so funny. No, Kenny, please. Oh, dear Lord. You made it worse. You made it worse. Here I was going, yes, let's talk about a hyperfixation. And you turned it into a dirty joke. You know, it's fine though. No, Lunar, don't fall for it. I do like dragons. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting, very magical. Ah, shaking my head at you still. They are. It's part of my charm. Don't finger guns at me. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend when I was little. Really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. Ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic shit. I was all the way across my room and her dragon. I had to. Oh dear Lord. I love that both of you were on the same exact page. A+. You're now best friends in my brain. Well, I can't unfinger guns. No, you can unfinger guns. Unfinger guns. Because I would say only one of us can finger guns, but it's just kind of the staple of being bi. It just happens. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo, and I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anyone. A little self-reliance don't either. That's fair. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Carolyn? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help. It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Ma'am! You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer and can greatly help with your quest. My dog is like, why did you move? And she's mad I no longer am in comfy chair but at desk. Yolana, I apologize for your mother getting up. However, she had to make a very necessary joke. But I too understand, considering Neptune gives me all of the glares constantly. He is currently a very weird, stretched out, upside down goon on my couch right now. And I love that for him. That sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Yeah, no! hardy for its bite. Maybe you can outsmart it. Sure, I'll try one. Ayy. No, one is enough. Mix defense with your weird chilies or go heavy on the intelligence. I don't care what you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. She's like ordering me around and I'm kind of into it. Okay. We're gonna go defense with the chilies is what I'm thinking. Oh, it's this one. It already has 1 strength, so it just needs the 1 charisma. There we go. Nailed it. First try. Thanks, feeling tougher already and dangerously close to catching fire myself. I think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends not to take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. God, I love her! I also love this little closing sequence. I'm thinking our innkeeper is a retired adventurer with a secret magic. The Starlight Sonata? I was, like, considering ending it there, but, I gotta. Who's this beauty? She's got birds in her hair. I love her. Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah. The birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss, and I just can't figure out why. What? My wife? I want to, wife up all of them. I'm not gonna lie. There has not been a character that I've been like, I wouldn't date. All of them. Also, her hair is pink. Holy Queen. Only in video games? Not gonna lie. Animals often have the sixth sense, you know? They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. The curse of being irregular. Eventually I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes. I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foes, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. She's cute! Why is she not in here? Fine. I'm mad about it. Anyway. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I needed for my trip. Where are you heading to anyway? Oh, the island of Boreas. I wanted to reconnect with some friends in the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. I hate it here. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But do you know what I'm most excited about? Nymphs. No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but they definitely are not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. I mean, I would be excited for nymphs. That'd be Fable's reason. Oh, is she one of Fable's like older sisters? That would make so much sense. She's an elf and definitely druidish. If you don't happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now that we know that, I'll be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs. Ooh, fair. I love me a good hot spring. Especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly and the sun tickles the sky and the horizon. A morning in the hot springs with coffee sounds amazing. You're thinking sleeping early is a good idea? I mean, honestly, if that's the vibe, then go for it. If that's what you need. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green checkered conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along for the convention. Oh, is that their names? Of course, and as for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone, and in exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite a walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, now do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late for your convention. Good night, Lunar! It was so lovely to have you. Thank you for hanging out. I love you lots. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and a great holiday tomorrow. So long and keep. See you soon. Oh. I don't have Chrissy in here. That's weird. Good evening! Hi, Fable. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Carolyn's quest in the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that. She told me, before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course! We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets! They specialize in Cassiopeia. Dude. That's like... I love that constellation so much. That's so cool. You know, the night sky constellations in the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about the reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. This world's lore is fascinating. And she promised to teach me about that too. Can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes, and distorts the constellations. And that's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Yeah. That's what I thought. So well, what is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Oh? Or rather, that Carolyn was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves? Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if I like trinkets. Oh, what is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections, I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Aww. I'm gonna be optimistic. I think it could also be a Big Dipper. A Big Dipper? Last time I checked, stars weren't known to be very small. Do you think there's a world somewhere out there with this constellation called the Big Dipper in the night sky? There might be. I like this game. Maybe the Big Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Oh, this is a hard choice. Astral. Really? That's surprising. Then again, you do help people change, just like Cassiopeia. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw, are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? I just threw a clip on the ground that I was fidgeting with. It's fine. Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. Not sure how to make those yet, especially not with the right balance. I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that'll keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Awake and agile is gonna be a swift strike. Boop-a-doop, boop, 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 boop. Here. I wish I could have a drink that would keep me awake and agile. I mean, does coffee do that? Can we count coffee as this? Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. Hold on. Okay, we're good. My chair was stuck. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. Sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit. Okay. If that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Mr. Vampire, you still have slime on your shoulder. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. Do we fuck with him? I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may form themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners, anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I did not need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. Also, I just can't get over that he keeps calling us Snack. I think that's such a cute, like, little nickname. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be very well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame! Then I shall have some faux blood again. Make my bones feel sturdy. Coming right up. They had the Southern Brawler last time because it was red. Okay. Anyone watching this, please witness the fact that I could just have an endless stream that I can pour into my little helper. Look at him! Look at him! He's so happy! Okay. That is all. Thank you. Faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. This is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that can make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled the Innkeeper's Vein. Mr. Man really wants to get at my neck. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how's the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be too sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with tooth-spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one's swimming in that. But I've sent someone on your quest, and I'm sure he'll return soon. You and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was also going to take day off and spend vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire and my hand and my hair, so I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. In the waking amaryllis, pollen was very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. Is it? Yes. Right, I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx but he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles. Oh! Do we know this person? I see. He likes plum crepes and spooky armor. We know him. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though. I feel like you asked me something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps you wanted my cape? Many people would want my cape, perhaps. But I also never would have agreed to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my Posca recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Hi, Hexy! How did dinner turn out, my dear? Oh, yes, you! Me. He asked me about you. Me? It was good? What'd you make? I had leftover pasta for dinner. It was delicious. He said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang praises, of course. He asked me to deliver you greetings and congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace of your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Oh, so this bitch is not a friend of mine. This bitch wants to throw hands. What a dick. Shawarma-inspired lettuce. Can you send me that recipe? It sounds so good. Oh my gosh. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Bitch, we be lying. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together? I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Oh, it's a HelloFresh recipe. Nice. Okay. So it's like their sauce and stuff like that. Okay. That sounds good, though. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinket, like a little stuffed bear in a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sunshine charm as well. I bought it for Rhea and as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend brought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even though we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. I love the fact that he's a vampire who, like, cannot remember shit. I think that's so funny. Like, I have such a long memory that I cannot be asked to remember things. Sounds delicious, right? Doesn't that sound so good? Shawarma lettuce wraps. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month on the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A heaven of starlight reflecting the primordial sea below. You're tired and smell like a campfire. Ooh, did you go, like, hang out at the campfire tonight? I hope you sleep well. Honestly, campfire smells delicious, so, like, zero problem with that. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I won't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. The refusal to change is dangerous, Keep. Change almost always comes to those who deny it the most. That feels like foreshadowing. By the end of it, the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. It promised a mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You're hard to dislike. Hey, thank you, Hexy. I appreciate it. You're the best. I'm glad the food turned out good. Are you just chilling tonight, or do you have something else going on? How sweet of you. As sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There's nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. Oh, we were betrayed by this guy. D&D was canceling your head's a little weird. I get that. That was me yesterday. My head was fucky. Nettie denied you? Aw. Were you guys, like, gonna hang out or something? I'm sorry to hear that. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend Stranger told me he would like to see you again, he said. What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Oh, you just wanted cuddles. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully he gets his shit together soon. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's hot, but still. Still. The letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me the letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on forthwith. Oh, it's just hot? Nothing like that? Yeah, but still. I don't know. I'm a cuddler when it's hot still, but I also just am a cuddler in general. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But won't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? Goes so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue! He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks, doesn't that sound lovely? Hope they aren't part of a private event. Lifeguards you supervise work tomorrow. Your boss is going to barbecue hot dogs, but should happen and she has to stay till close and won't be able to. Oh, jeez. Got it. Well, I am so proud of you for doing that for them. That sounds like a really nice gesture, and going above and beyond. It's 50? Dang. I don't mean to interrupt, but what is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. This feels foreboding. This doesn't feel like... Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. The city is on fire. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. What's happening? Act 2, Starlight Sonata, picking up the pieces. Oh! I want to keep playing with every fiber of my being, but I'm going to be good. We are going to stop here because it is late and I have been streaming for hours. Okay, so if you're on Twitch, stick around. We're gonna chat for a little bit and hang out after. And if you're on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I have zero clue how long this game is, so I have no clue how many episodes we'll have. But if you enjoyed it, let us know what you liked, who your favorite character was. I love them all. I could not pick. And leave a like and let me know what you enjoyed in the comment section below. And hit the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Good night.